Kamara Drive-In. Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, 2017 Offensive Rookie of the Year, Alvin Kamara, fresh off a big performance a week ago, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Arizona.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch the run. Check three.
Ready. Looking to throw. Schilling. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Toss play, Kamara. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Freeman. Throw left side complete. It's Flynn. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there, and he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Now
a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Running with Kamara. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now look now at the defensive starters for the Cardinals. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
To throw on 2nd down, Freeman. And he fires one incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Freeman. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. On the ground, Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 22 carries, 82 yards. After the last game, they had plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And that's their 1st sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off the play fake, Freeman. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down. But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right? Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there. Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. What up?
Throwing on 1st down. Schilling looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Buchanan. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Armstrong. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run the counter. It's Cruz. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Back to throw. Schilling. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
One set. Check 26, go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 4. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A run through the starters defensively for the Texans. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore. And
it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Schilling. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Freeman. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun. Freeman. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They give it off here to the tight end. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Kamara. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
We call that sack block.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Schilling. And he's going to go down again.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, Freeman. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now a play fake here on first down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
False start, offense.
So that penalty will back them up half the distance to the goal line. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the second quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
And he probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. To throw on 2nd down, Freeman. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Freeman. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. Schilling. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 8 yards on the screen there. Not enough. And it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Looking to throw on second down. Freeman. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On third down, here's Kamara. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the gun, Freeman. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Freeman got his man complete over the middle. That's Flynn. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Here we go.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
And now out comes Houston. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
On third down, Freeman. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down. Freeman. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
First down, Houston.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Freeman. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready?
From the gun, Schilling. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big rush by the Texans, and they block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. And it's a touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Texans push further out in front.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. On 1st down, it's Armstrong. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
We got 40-yard line. We got
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. On 1st and 10, Freeman. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
On the ground, this is Kamara. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Brings up 2nd down.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Back to throw. Freeman. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schilling. Throw left side, complete. That's Hodges. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. To throw on 2nd down. Schilling throwing the out route incomplete. That's Manning. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cruz, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona 1st. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Looking to throw. Schilling. And his throw here's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. The throw over the middle taken in. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down screen pass good for 5. 2nd and 5. Over the middle complete. It's Hodges. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Schilling. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
This will be fielded at the 8. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
To throw on third down, Freeman. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, let's get in them holes. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And to give this time to the tailback. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now left side on the swing pass. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Schilling. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. And now out comes Houston. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner, but after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or 2, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8
How's
ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Game offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 3rd down.
Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the 10.